The application of exercise science to your training does not work unless you know the W. I see a lot of people training, a lot of trainers training people, and I know they're not going to last. Why? Because the trainer doesn't know the answer to the W questions, and many times the client doesn't really know the answer to the W questions. So what are the W questions? They're the most important group of answers to questions that you need as a trainer. Elite athletes do it naturally. However, these skills and techniques can be used to make you a better trainer, but also a better trainee if you're training. So what are the W questions? Well, the first W question is, what are you training for? Now, people say, yeah, well, I'm trying to lose weight, or I'm trying to win a championship, or I'm trying to reduce pain and improve my quality of life, or trying to reduce pain. But that's not enough. That's just a very general first layer of the answer to what are you training for. You need to go deeper. You need to get a clear picture of exactly the what. Give me a picture of exactly what you want to achieve. Yeah, I want to lose weight. How much weight exactly do you want to lose, and how much have you put on over what period of time? And tell me the story, because there's always a story behind the position that someone's put themselves in, whether they've gotten overweight or put themselves into a painful state, or they're losing championships, or they have a decrease in quality of life. Tell me that story. How did you get to where you are, and exactly where do you want to get to? So what is the what? You know, I want to win a championship. Okay, so tell me more detail about the championship. Tell me the detail of the medal or the trophy or the belt that you want to win. I want to reduce pain. So tell me about that. Tell me how you got the pain, and tell me how it affects your life, and tell me the details, and tell me where you want to get in a pain-free state. Tell me the details of that. So that's go into the layers. It's like an onion. Don't just stay in the first layer. Go deeper into the layers of each of these W questions. The next one is the where. Where do you want to lose the weight? Where exactly do you want to lose it? You know, is it in the thighs, is it in the belly, is it in the shoulders? Now, no, you can't spot reduce, but you still need to know the where from the client's perspective, because they may not know that you can't spot reduce, but they still want to lose it in a particular spot. Or where do you want to win the championship? What country, what city is it in? And give me the details. What hall? Where is it? Where do you want to reduce the pain in your body? Where do you want to apply the energy that you want to have a good quality of life? You know, is it while you're holidaying, or is it in the bedroom, or whatever it might be? Get the details of the where. Then the next question is probably the most important question. It's the why. Because the why makes them buy. The what gives you squat, the where gets them there, but the why makes them buy. Why do you want to lose the weight? How will it affect your life? How will it benefit life? How will it change your life? What is your driving motivator? What motivates you? Why do you want to do this? Exactly, give me the reason, the emotional reasons why you want to do it. Why do you want to win a championship? What drives you to go through the training to win that championship? Or why do you want to lose the pain? How's it going to affect your life? How's it going to make your life better? How's it going to improve your life? How's it going to benefit your life? Give me the detail of that. Why do you want more energy? You know, what do you want to apply it to? How is it going to affect your life? How is it going to change? You know, the why might be, so I can outrun my grandkids. The why might be in the championship because I want to feel like a winner, or I lost when I was younger and I want to make up for that. Or the why is that I want to look sexier in my underwear. Or why is I want to attract females into my life, or males into my life. What is the why? You'd be surprised when you go deeper. The whys are actually quite surprising, where they're not just superficial, they're actually deep-seated reasons. So for example, I remember one of my clients said to me, well, the real reason is because my husband's having an affair with the secretary and I want to lose weight so I can leave him and I'm back out in the open market. That's the why. There's a part of revenge there, but also I know that I'm putting myself back onto the shelf. So you'd be surprised what you get with the why. The next is the when. When do you want to lose it by? Because, you know, a goal without a timeline is not a goal, it's just a dream. So you need a when, means your accountability date. When do you want to win that championship? When is the championship? What day? What time? Give me the details. When do you want to lose that weight when you fit into that little black mini skirt? Or when do you want to lose the weight so you can look sexy in your underwear, or to your partner, or attract, or look great in a Bonds t-shirt with lumps and bumps in the right places so women just thrive all over you? When do you want to lose that pain from that arthritis so you can go and have that boys golf tour at Vegas with your mates, because you know, your back is painful now, you want a pain-free back, so you can go and play and kick your mates' backsides in golf. When do you want to have that energy to be able to outrun your grandkids? Find the details of the when. The what gets you squat, the where gets them there, the why makes them buy, and the when gets them to spend. So they're the four main W questions. Obviously before that I even put another W question, even before the what is the who. Who are you and tell me about you. It means you really need to get to know your client as a person before you get to know about their goals and why they want to achieve their goals and where they want to achieve it and when they want to achieve it. So the first question is really the who. So I've just put a who in front. Most people don't even get to know the client. They just treat them as an object and train them and thinking that they take them through a training series, they're going to lose the weight and be happy. No, you need to get through the layers. Now once you got that, then you can even go more personal. It says now when you've lost that weight and you're fitting into that black mini skirt and you're looking sexy and you're out there and your girlfriends are saying, hey you skinny bitch, whatever it might be, whatever drives them, you'd be surprised what they come up with, is that when you have achieved that, when you've won the gold medal, when you're kicking your mate's backside in golf in Vegas, when you're actually you're looking sexy in underwear, how does it make you feel? Tell me, how does it make you feel? Because we're emotional creatures, and when we achieve things we get very emotional, so you want to try to bring those emotions up to the surface so they know what to expect when they get there, and that's going to help motivate them to achieve it. So how do you feel if you achieve it? On the other hand, that's the pleasure, then you go to the pain. Tell me, if you don't do the training, or you quit, or you give up, and you don't achieve the goal, you don't win the gold medal, you don't lose the weight, you're not on a golf trip with Vegas, you're not out running your grandkids, you're still in your wheelchair, how does that make you feel? Now that's the painful part. That's the consequence of not taking action. And most people are motivated by pain, unfortunately, not pleasure. So sometimes that actually gets them driving off the consequence of not taking action, not doing the training and not applying the exercise science. Then you're going to ask that real decision-making question. If you keep doing what you're doing now and keep living the way you're living now, you keep eating the way you're eating now and you keep training the way you're training now, will you achieve that goal? So that's a decisive question where, hey, most of the time the answer would be no, which means now they know they have to take action. When they need to take action, straight away, because as soon as they take action, as soon as they achieve their goal. So if you keep doing what you're doing now, will you achieve that goal? And the answer would be no. It says, okay, well, do you want to make some changes? They'll say, yes, of course. So what do you expect from me as your personal trainer, as your coach? What do you expect? What are your expectations of me to help you, to guarantee that you lose that weight, win that gold medal, fit into your black miniskirt, get on the trip to Vegas with your mates, have that energy to outrun your grandkids, get out of your wheelchair, whatever it might be? What do you expect from me? And that's really important as a trainer to know that, so you're not going to disappoint them. You have to know what their expectations are, not what you expect them that they expect of you. Actually find out what they expect. Once you've got all that list, then you know what to do and what they expect you from a dietary point of view, a training point of view, a motivating point of view. What do you want me to do if you want to quit? What do you want me to intervene or let you go or kick you in the butt or whatever it might be? Then, what are you prepared to do? The next question is, what are you prepared to do to guarantee you lose that weight? What are you prepared to do to, in your training to achieve that gold medal? What are you going to change in your life? What are you going to change in your training? What are you going to do? What are you going to commit to make sure that happens? What are you going to do to make sure, what are you going to do on yourself to make sure that you outrun your grandkids or you get rid of that lower back for the rest of your life so you can continue playing golf? So what are you prepared to do? And then they'll give you a list of things that they're prepared to do, and that is what you do as a trainer to hold them accountable. But they can also hold you accountable of what they expect from you that you agreed to, and you can hold them accountable. So now we've got a great, it's like the wedding vows, you say vows of what you promise each other, and this is the relationship between a coach, trainer, and their student or client or whoever it might be. Now what's important is that they're in a position now because in the past they've sort of gone off track, or they fall into the hole or whatever it might be. They've had some obstacles. It's important to know that we do know that history tends to repeat itself. People who tend to go through cycles of putting on weight, losing weight, putting on weight, losing weight, or whatever it might be. So now you have to ask is, what has stopped you in the past? What obstacles and barriers have stopped you from the past that stopped you from achieving what you want to achieve? So it's important to get those obstacles, and they'll go through the list of reasons, but it's really excuses of why they haven't lost the weight, or why they got lower back pain, or why they haven't won the championship, or why they're in the state that they're in, or the painful state, or have no energy, or whatever it might be. They'll blame work, and they'll blame procrastination, they'll blame their partner, and they'll blame, which is really just excuses, not reasons. And then that's really important is to make sure you get them off the table. Which is, are those two barriers, barriers or obstacles that's going to stop you from achieving your goal? What's going to make it different this time? Because if you tried many times to lose weight, You've tried many times to change your life, but you haven't. So why is this going to be the different? Why? I don't want to be another statistic. I don't want to be one of those reasons. I want to be the reason why you succeeded. And they'll go through, no, they're not barriers, and it's okay. So if they come up, how are you going to handle whether your partner doesn't support you, or how are you going to handle if you're too busy at work, or how are you going to handle if you're tired? How are you going to handle it different this time? How can we handle it to make sure that we can overcome that barrier that has sabotaged your success in the past? And when they say, okay, yeah, these are the barriers, but no longer barriers, and these are solutions, then you wrap up and say, okay, so if we can design a program and a lifestyle, an eating plan, and all these things that's going to make up a lifestyle that you can maintain to make sure that you can win that championship, lose that weight, have that life, get rid of that pain, is that something that you're prepared to commit to? And they'll say yes. And say, are you sure about that? And they'll say yes. Are you certain? Are you 100% sure? Because I don't want to commit to you unless you're prepared to commit to the goal 100%. If you're 100% in, I'm 100% in. But if you're only 99% in, I'm 100% out, because I know that you use that 1% to get out the back door. And it's really important that we hold our clients, or yourself, if you're dealing with yourself, accountable to that promise that you make to yourself and your trainer and your client and your friends. So most people are well behind on their promises because they live a life of broken promises. And if you're a trainer, one of your main role as a trainer is to find out the who, find out about them, find out all about their goal, which are all the W questions and all the emotions behind it and all the segments. And when you get it all on the table and you get their commitment, then your role as a trainer is to hold them accountable to their promise. Because if they start breaking their promises and you come up and address them about it, they cannot get upset with you, because all they're going to do is they're going to be upset with themselves, because all you're reminding them of is the promise that they made to themselves and to you and to the goal. And then if you hold them accountable to that, then you're always the good person, not the bad trainer who tells and bullies their client. What is actually bullying their client is their own promises to themselves. So apply that and you find you have a greater level of success in your own training and the application of your own exercise science, as well as your clients, whether you're a coach or a trainer or a teacher. And that would be No Cow Poo.